one extra mortgage payment once a year. Also, how to ensure that this extra payment goes against the principal amount. When are you talking about investment and making money in the same? What about capital gains tax on sale? We'll come to this last question. So first one, what helps paying additional money every month or one extra mortgage payment once a month, once a year? See, your interest is, when you look at a mortgage, okay, any mortgage, any bank, any lender, interest is calculated on daily reducing balance, which means whatever is your principal of that day is what is the interest of that day. And then they add all these interests, and then your interest is calculated as per number of days. Obviously, most of the time, your monthly principal is the same. But if during the month, your principal has gone down by even $10, the next day's interest will be calculated by $10 less. So if you are doing once a year repayment, then you're missing out on the 364 days. If you're doing regularly, then you are benefiting. That doesn't mean you start doing $5 every day. If you can, why not? You can do that as well. Absolutely no problem doing that as well. It's a bit hard unless you put a recurring deposit or a recurring credit into your home loan. But even if you do monthly, all good. It'll be much better off than doing an annual thing in terms of financial gain, which you'll get. Now, how do you ensure this repayment goes against principal? If it is more than your monthly repayment, it will always go into the principal. It doesn't go towards the next month's interest, which means if your repayment is say $3,000 in this month and you paid $3,500 in this month, that extra $500 actually is gone into reducing your principal, and you don't need to do anything for it. It's the way it works is if you see your home loan statement, okay, in that home loan statement, if you have a principal and interest repayment at the end of the month or somewhere there, you will find an interest debit there. So which means that if your home loan, say, balance was $325,400 before this, and then you have $2,000 as interest coming in, it will, on that day, you will find 3,340, whatever we said, will go up by $2,000. And the next day, if your repayment has gone as 2,500, then it goes down by 2,500. So your $500 principal has gone down in this case, in this whole thing. If you paid 1,000, then $1,000 principal will go down because interest to interest is just cancelled out like that ways. Well, I hope I explained that to you. But all right, capital gains tax. Do you want to talk about something on capital gains tax question?
Yeah. So after the new legislation, current CGT is basically indexed. So previously, when you sell your property after 1 year of the transaction, first 50% of the gain was exempted, and then other 50% were added to your incomes, and then according to that you were taxed. Now it's inflation adjusted. So basically, for first few years, according to the inflation figure, the capital gain tax is higher. That means you have to hold the property for a longer. So we put a calculator on our website. If you can put your number, you can actually calculate how much capital gain tax you will pay tentatively according to the property size. According to our estimation, if you hold the property for 8 to 10 years, then you can still come into that window. That means instead you used to say, so basically the hold period of the property are increased a little bit.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely right. See, the concept which have happened, changes which have happened with respect to capital gains are more prompting people to, in terms of mathematics, more prompting people to have a longer term hold on the property rather than a short term one. So if you're flipping, then you have to have a different strategy. But if you're holding for 8-10 years, you're not going to be dramatically impacted. If you want to understand what are the indexation rates which are going to be, you can always go into the ATO website and find out the study loan indexation rates, and you will find some kind of a rates which are there on the ATO website. Those rates are the one which most likely are the ones which are going to come for the mortgage as well. So that will show you an indexation for some month as 3%, some month is 2%, some month is 4% as well. All depends on the inflation.